away.
Hi everyone, what's up? I'm awake.
Wow.
Finally woke up. Anyway, what's going on? I'm TGH, and this is going to be Oracle of Seasons, all essences. Hope y'all enjoy. Give me just a second to bring the chat up. There we go. Okay. All right. So first thing I'm going to be doing is hard resetting the game. RNG works very particularly in this game. And just so that I have a good idea of what type of RNG I'm going to get at the beginning, I am going to hard reset, because that resets the RNG. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this game was released in 2001 along with its sister game Oracle of Ages, pretty much at exactly the same time, actually. These were Capcom-made games. I'm here with my commentator, by the way, Astra.
Yeah, what's up? Also, you can definitely tell that these games are made by Capcom. There are, especially the 2D sections. So fun. Anyways, yes, hello, I am Astronomus, and I will be commentating here with TGH.
Alright, so yeah, we begin with just this, these overly jovial,
dancers, musicians.
Holodrumians? I guess. Is the
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this
Citizens
is the
of Holodrum. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see the guy in the bottom right is especially completely out of it. You can tell he's had a lot of whatever he's drinking there.
Yeah. It's a big drink. Guy on the top left as well. It's like, it's like the size of his head.
That's what happens when you have a monk the size of your head full of, again, whatever's in there. Anyway, so we just got yeeted by General Onox, who is the main antagonist of this run. The walking traffic cone, if you will. There he is. And he just captured Din, who is the Oracle of Seasons. So upon this happening, all the seasons are going to go out of whack, and it's our job to restore normalcy, I guess, to Holodrum in terms of the seasons, and also rescue Din.
The most evil thing you could ever do, change the seasons.
And also turn somebody into 5 rupees.
Ooh, that's a horrible fate. Such a horrible villain.
Yeah, so
vile being.
Here we have the cutscene of the Temple of Seasons falling into the realm, I guess, of Subrosia, which is, I guess, not really a parallel world, but it is a subworld of the game. So,
yeah. Just quickly, does timing start when you gain control or when you start?
No, timing started 2.5 minutes ago.
Okay, good. Chat confused me.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
we're good. So
I mean, if you want to give me
the sword,
if you want to give me 2.5 minutes, that's great. Like,
is it free world record?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
If you say so.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna get the sword here in this this fun little dungeon here, teaching you the mechanics of the game. You know, pushing blocks, walking around, dodging enemies.
Your job is to push blocks and make sure not to fall. There we go.
And you succeeded.
For whatever reason, the keys in this cave actually behave differently from pretty much every other keys in the game. Well, there's a room, I guess, in Dungeon 2 that also has keys that are similar that move around in circles, but these just move in a straight line.
Hey, at least it's better than the ones that run in circles.
Oh god, yeah, they are. I mean, they're. I'd rather have these than any other keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, keys are a bit infamous in this game.
Also, we got the sword now, yay.
There we go.
In this very extravagant room.
It's funny how the sword... Yeah, the sword is actually in a room that's designed the same way as the essence rooms.
Yeah, maybe the architect was like, yes, this is the most important item in the game, so we're just going to put it in this extravagant room.
Yeah. And then
It's
just had him
incredible.
like, give it to you in ages. Like it's nothing.
Alright, here you are.
So yeah, I'm actually, I'm very happy that in Horon Village, which is the main village, the name of the village I just entered and left for the Maku Tree, I'm very happy that it's not winter in Horon Village, because winter would mean I'd have to walk around a bunch of snowbanks and lose about 8 seconds or so.
Also, Wispy Woods right there is like our favorite owl from Ocarina of Time. Automatically is like, hey, you want to hear this again? And if you're mashing through the text, you'll hear it again. It's obnoxious.
Something that's actually really nice about that is pressing B will switch over to no for you, instead of, you don't have to actually menu down, just press B, which is really nice. Alright, so we're about to enter our first dungeon. The first 3 quarters or so will be normal, and then the last quarter of it will be manipulated. And I guess now is as good a time as any to go over the manipulation after Dungeon 1, and also at the end of Dungeon 1. So I did mention, that was actually a really good room, I did mention that RNG works very particularly in this game. There aren't that many things that actually affect the RNG. So my job, when I'm manipulating the RNG, is to really just kind of do the right things, and I don't know. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is hard resetting at a certain point in Dungeon 1 to reset the RNG, and then listening for a certain sword pattern. I'm going to be like swinging my sword a bunch of times, because alright, so I guess like I'll explain how the RNG works before I explain the manipulation. So typically things that call upon the RNG for some type of randomness in movement or drop or whatever will also roll it forward, usually by 1. There are some exceptions to this. Like screen transitions roll it 256 times, for instance, but that's kind of irrelevant to the run itself, at least this one. So, whoops, that's a bomb I didn't need, I guess. So our job is to swing our sword enough times once we hard reset to reach a pattern that we like/want. And it's actually really neat. So we're going to use that manipulation to force Maple, who we're going to encounter by killing 30 or more enemies in an outside D1. Okay, that fairy doesn't want to...
wow. That just dove down there.
That's fine, we're fine.
Yeah, that was a boss.
That was a mini-boss. 2 of them, in fact.
Yeah, as you were saying about that manipulation.
Yeah, so we are going to force Maple to drop 2 items in particular that are actually extremely helpful as we get the Seed Satchel right there, which is the item of Dungeon 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 items are the level 2 Power Ring, which increase my sword's power, and also increase the damage I take by 1 unit. So it's quite literally a double-edged sword in that sense, I guess. And also something that kind of relieves that. Wow, nice. Something that kind of relieves that that risk reward factor as well, and makes it just reward. So I'm gonna try and mash through this as fast as I can and listen for a certain pattern. Actually, that wasn't good. I can't hear my TV. I need to turn my volume up. There we go.
Oh no.
No, it's fine.
Can I have
There
a
we go.
quick moment to read a donation?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure thing.
Alright, cool. So we got $10 from Kate saying great raise and great cost. Thank you. And we got $128.20 that put us at exactly 8K. From Anonymous saying loving everything about this charity marathon. Big thanks to everybody involved. Thank you so much for your donation.
Yo, thank you very much, and congrats on 8K as well.
Yeah. Huge. Also, this is Aquamentus. Maybe remember this this fellow from a certain other Zelda game that may have been the first.
Yeah, there are a lot of Zelda 1 bosses,
Yeah.
or kind of reimaginings of Zelda 1 bosses. It's actually really neat because this game started off as a Zelda 1 remake,
Yeah.
and then that got scrapped. All right, so as soon as we leave the screen, since I'm fairly sure we got at least 30 kills before and in Dungeon 1, so we should see Maple here. Here we go.
Yeah. So while we're doing that, like as teacher saying earlier, sword slashes roll the RNG, and so you can basically do that in certain screens to set up your RNG values so that it is consistent, and then you can manipulate entire portions of the game like that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Which is
neat.
really
There are 3 portions in particular. Actually, all of them are pretty long in this game. In Ages, there are a lot more, actually, and you'll see Ages tomorrow.
Or well, today.
Or, oh god, it is today now, isn't it?
Yeah, today.
Also, nice Ember Seed face.
Yeah. Also, who's that guitar guy? Because like he like tells you about stuff, but then he just sleeps. Like, what's his deal?
I think he's a, it's been a while since I've played casually, but I'm pretty sure he's a prophet who is very fascinated by Subrosia and like the existence of Subrosia.
Yeah, I never understood that guy, but here he is. Also, yes, this is we're hiding.
This is basically an excuse for me to tap along to the rhythm of the song.
Yeah. Hey, we only have to do this once.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yes. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Also,
unless I mess this up.
yeah.
Alright,
Just
so
don't
we are
get
actually...
don't get scared by the fake out.
Oh, there she is again. We're actually still on manipulation, by the way, so we are taking care to still do everything correctly. In fact, that section was manipulated as well to give the fastest Rosa patterns possible.
Mm-hmm.
You saw me slash twice on each screen. That's what the purpose of that is.
Yeah. So you like Subrosia dancing? Well, too bad. We're not doing it.
Yeah, so
Thank God.
for what I think was an intentional sort of an intentional oversight, if you will, if that even exists. Also have to make sure not to overmash there. Don't want to slash my sword by accident. You can actually just use a bomb to hit the switch while getting the winter season. By the way, speaking of seasons, we're getting the Rod of Seasons right now. The Rod of Seasons is going to let me change the season at will, but only while standing upon a stump.
Ah, yes.
Yep. And so after each, there are certain sections of the game which give you certain seasons that you're able to change to, and the first one is winter, which is down here and is very easily accessible along with the Rod of Seasons. So you're supposed to get the boomerang to hit the switch, right? Wrong.
Yeah, you can just bomb that.
Yeah.
Who needs a boomerang? Well, us later, but
Well, the L1 boomerang.
yeah, the level 1 boomerang, that tiny boomerang that is probably the weakest boomerang in all of Zelda history. Like, I think it's worse than a Link to the Past boomerang.
And that's saying something.
Yeah.
I think even in my casual playthrough, I didn't get the level 1 boomerang. I was like, hey, a switch, I'm gonna throw a bomb at it. And like, I never went to... I think I got the boomerang, actually, because like somebody in my chat told me that it was there, and I was like, oh, well, I should go get that. And then I never used it. I don't think I used it a single time.
Yeah. So yeah, we now have the winter season. We can now cast snowstorms upon the world. We have too much power.
I need to listen for sword slashes here to keep the Mip alive. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah,
Perfect.
I thought I spent a bit of time in that title screen. So one thing to note about manipulations and RNG and whatnot is that so I did mention there were some exceptions to RNG, things that call upon the RNG will also roll it forward. So one of those exceptions is the title screen. The title screen RNG will roll every single frame until you mash it away. And on that particular one, I was a little bit slow with mashing the title screen, but not slow enough to affect the manip. In fact, it was actually faster, if anything. So you notice I actually hesitated a little bit there before leaving that screen to let one of the moblins turn to the left.
Yeah, and so now we get a free shovel for committing a crime. First off, breaking and entering, and then identity theft as Santa Claus.
Yeah, basically she was like, "Hey, Santa, you came earlier this year. Here's a shovel. Go shovel my front yard." Basically, that's exactly what happens there.
So great.
So if I move a little bit diagonally there, it'll advance the RNG in such a way. And you'll see exactly why we're extending this manipulation as soon as you see the room that it ends in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's like there's a reason we're extending this manip.
Also, yeah, we got another set of seeds, mystery seeds. It's a mystery to everyone.
Indeed.
Quite literally.
I think mystery seeds only have one use in this particular run.
Yeah.
It's actually quite comical.
Yeah, it's a very comical use. So yeah, as you're going to see, all these enemies are going to be moving in a very set path, so they're going to be out of the way.
Yep, except for one, which you actually burn with an Ember Seed instead of slashing. So this is the room we manip up until, and those moblins can be absolutely anywhere over on the left side of that screen.
Yeah, some can just be in the corner, and you just can't bomb them. It's great.
Yep, and apart from each other as well, which is even worse.
Fantastic.
But as of now, the manipulation is over.
Yeah. Hey, but now we got a croissant for our troubles. That makes us stronger. Like that. You can now lift grass.
Imagine being able to lift grass.
Yeah. Can now,
Just whatever.
Link can now officially lift grass. It's great.
Also, fun fact about this screen, if you're too slow getting that chest, the chest disappears.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, here's an item that's timed, but also, yeah, be quick. You only got a certain amount of time left.
But yeah, Dungeon 2 post-manipulation, though, is pretty much an RNG hole.
Yeah, you see these keys here? These are the circular ones.
Yeah, they were actually really nice to me.
Yeah.
So let's not jinx it. It's very rare that I have full health right now at this point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, also, fun thing about keys in terms of manipulation, keys roll RNG as well.
Yes.
So they can just go wild and completely screw up your manipulation.
Yeah,
it's so great.
The amount of keys in this game compared to Ages is what makes it so non-manipulable compared to Ages. Because Ages, I feel like Ages, there are either keys in rooms you can just walk straight through, like without actually turning, and thus never like actually varying in your frame count for the room, or there are just no keys. But there are a lot of dungeons with a lot of keys in this game for some reason.
Also, this is just a room.
Yeah, this is a room. We're just throwing bombs into the middle of the room.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's like a wishing well.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a mini boss there. Oh, okay. All right. Well, he's dead.
Well, yeah, that's Facade. They have yet to make Facade a functioning boss fight.
Well, they did in the remake of Link's Awakening. I mean, so he's got his time to shine there.
Can't make that joke anymore. Still not functional.
He might have his time to shine later as well. So, should probably not quite hack on him yet.
Well, they did a bad job at doing it here, anyway. So yeah, also, you noticed there's that little, dial room or whatever. We're gonna see more of that later. Though definitely not as spammed as it is in Ages.
Yeah, there are a few rooms like this. in the game, including this next one. Dungeon 4 also comes to mind.
Yeah. So, who wants to live out their lifelong dreams of CDI Zelda of bombing a Dodongo?
Oh boy. Shout out to the CDI block earlier in the
Oh,
marathon.
yeah. So, yeah, this
Yeah, so-
fight, it's a fight. Just wait for him to open his mouth. He eats the bombs. Throw him at the spikes.
Yep. He'll always do the same patterns, like in order every time, but when he does them is RNG. It's like he'll open his mouth at a random time, but he will open his mouth eventually. Like, you can be
Yeah.
sure of that. Alright, and that's Dungeon 2.
Don't know when. So we have just gotten something very powerful. We have time.
We have the gift of time.
Why can't we just use that? For whatever reason, they're like, yeah, here you are. Here's time. Okay.
Alright, so here we have a bit of an interesting split with some interesting stuff happening. One is we're going to see a return of a boss that actually... Well, okay, we saw him once in Link's Awakening, the remake, the run that Lime did of 100%. So we saw Bueno once, right? And then we saw him get skipped by Mighty Mouth in his LA Warpless run. But now we're gonna fight him as like not even a boss or a mini boss, just like a kind of a
Sparring
an
match.
aside, yeah, a sparring match.
Yeah, and it's gonna actually be on even footing. It's not gonna be sword against fist. It's actually gonna be hand-on-hand combat.
Alright, so now we're just appraising the ring that we got earlier, by the way, from Maple. Third
Yeah.
slot over. That's how you know that we did it right.
Yeah, and now we have power. Great
Yep.
power.
So the way rings work in this game, rings can be equipped or unequipped at your convenience and or leisure, and you get the power, you get the ability from that ring when it's equipped, and not when it's not equipped. So, which is actually really nice for us. So we can equip it whenever we want. It takes like little to no time to actually equip it. That was rude.
Yeah. And taking a full heart of damage sucks.
It does indeed. The hard part is just remembering to unequip it. Alright, so here we go. It's just
Yeah. Here's a fight. So, ooh, he's not opening himself.
He's being a little difficult. There we go.
Also, I didn't realize until I played this game that Blano's a penguin.
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah, he's
Like,
a
I don't know if
penguin.
he's
Like, when you see him, like, lift his gloves or whatever, when he's guarding his head, like, you see, like, his little beak and stuff.
questionable. He's like a bird hybrid of some kind. Maybe a penguin. Maybe like part
Perhaps.
penguin. Alright,
Perhaps.
so we got those gloves for a reason, because Ricky lost them.
Of course, Ricky
And
did.
we are giving them back and overmashing, of course.
Yeah,
Overmatch champion of the world.
Who doesn't like a bunch of text and slow hopping?
Yeah, so Ricky's movement is a little bit cumbersome. You can get used to it. It is actually pretty tricky to get used to, but so basically, when you press a direction, Ricky will hop and then stop and then hop and then stop, like pretty much in quick succession.
Yeah.
It is hard to control.
Finally we can run. Finally.
We can run, but we're not going to do it yet. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm actually going to start a manipulation, and if I do it right, we should get first try Star Ore, or the Star Ore dig in Subrosia, as well as 3 seed drops in Dungeon 3. So hopefully we can pull this off okay. And it starts now and it ends a little bit of the way into Dungeon 3. So I'm going to be kind of focused. I don't need to focus right now, but after we call upon the white noise of the river,
Yeah.
we'll be I'll be in focus mode.
Yeah, so like Pegasus seed count is really important because you basically always want to be running fast. And so we need to constantly have, I guess, ammo for it. And so we're going to have to, you know, constantly go back to the tree to get more. But also there are like certain pots and grass that can drop it. But we can also manipulate enemies to get seeds. And that's what we're going to be doing here, is so we can, you know, have a constant flow of Pegasus seeds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, an important thing to note is that, exactly as Astra said, the Pegasus seeds are a consumable in this game, unlike the Pegasus boots in games like Link to the Past or Link's Awakening. It is very important to keep very close track of those seeds. Alright, so we're just going to call upon Ricky, and now is when focus mode comes, because Ricky's hops themselves roll RNG, because he's got a chance to make a sound
Yeah.
every time he hops. That rupee drop means I'm doing it right.
Nice.
Okay, perfect so far.
Also, Ricky's so powerful that they can just punch through a wall. That usually requires a bomb.
No heart drops, so I'm gonna hop an extra time here. There we go. Okay, that heart drop means I'm good. Alright, so I'm going to slash once here. Hopefully not be past it.
Yeah, we're back here now.
Okay, we're good. So we should see a first try star or dig right here. There we go.
Perfect. Yeah, normally that can spawn in one of 4 spots, but with manipulation we can get it on the first dig as opposed to getting it on one of 4 screens. And it's a special ore to get a bow that apparently was lost by Rosa, and they're like, yeah, let's sell it.
Yeah, it's pretty actually messed up when you think about it.
Yeah, because, like, I'm pretty sure all the Subrosians know Rosa. And, like,
they know it's her bow.
yeah, so, like, why are they selling it? For, like, a very special and rare ore. That's honestly really messed up.
The moral code of these versions are pretty out there.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
I guess that's what happens when you have a butt for a face.
yeah,
You won't be
fair
able
enough.
to unsee it when you look at it.
Also, apparently Rosa just has the key to everything for some
Yep.
reason. Just a universal key. They can open even the tightest locks on, like, a temple. Wild.
Alright, so yeah, it is, we are still on manipulation, and I am doing my best to master title screens as quickly as possible. Hopefully I didn't lose too many frames there. Should be okay.
Yeah.
The first one was pretty quick. That one was not, but hopefully we didn't go past it.
Yeah.
Because if we did go past it, we're basically going to have 0 seeds in Dungeon 3, because I'm using them all here. So,
Yeah.
we should be okay. That's why I'm, like, trying to focus so hard on what I'm doing here, because, like, I'll be screwed if I don't.
Yeah. So yeah, now say goodbye to Rosa forever. Also, I just realized Ricky kind of sounds like Yoshi.
A little bit. A little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Should still be alright. I'm listening for high slashes once I actually get on the same screen as D3, and then 3 mids.
Fingers crossed he didn't pass it.
Yeah, we're good. Okay,
Okay, cool.
we're fine.
Very nice. So now this is Dungeon 3. Fun little dungeon with a lot of spiny beetles. And hands.
So there's 1 seed drop. There's 2.
2.
Go down, touch the bottom wall. Should be good. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Yeah, this manip extends really far into the dungeon.
There's 3.
Great, perfect. So yeah, we're also manipping these hands too. These, are these floor masters or wall masters?
Floor masters, I think.
Floor masters, yeah, because wall masters is like the one that comes from the sky.
So if we complete this manip correctly, it should last all the way to the Rock's Feather room.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. Nice little optimization there, falling into the pit immediately after pushing the rolling pillar.
Yeah, that's pretty risky to do, actually.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, but it's easy to mess up. It's one of those tricks.
Yeah. I like this puzzle.
Alright, so we're just gonna run straight through this room. The Moldorms should be clear of my way. There we go.
Yeah.
Slash twice.
Yeah, I just realized there's a bunch of mini Moldorms here, but like no actual Moldorm.
This room is cool.
Quick moment for a quick donation. Really
Yep, you're good now.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
1 donation from ZeroR2, donating $75 and saying, "Hey stream, Chad here. You're looking mighty cute today." Well, thank you.
You too.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this D3 is going pretty well so far.
Yeah. Also, here's a room where the keys can really screw you over. They can just jump right in the path of your jumps.
Yeah, it was nice that I was able to kill 2 keys there. Because those are 2 keys that will not be there on the way back, which is nice.
Yeah, keys are especially annoying in 2D sections because you can't just go around them. And because the Rock's Feather isn't like in Link's Awakening where you have a lot of control over it, it can be kind of rough.
Oh!
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that key's almost really didn't like me.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we go through this room one more time. I didn't really mention it because I was really focused before, but this room actually requires some pretty heavy manipulation to do correctly.
Yeah.
Nice fairy drop.
Nice fairy drop.
With full
Wow.
health. Thanks,
Hey, I
man.
mean, more you can keep that potion, the better, even if you are at full health.
The hands will tend, in fact, they are forced to go a couple of tiles in front of Link, like wherever he's actually traveling to. So it's important for that room if you don't want to waste an equip to get your sword out to hold in certain directions at certain times.
Also, what are these things?
Squids.
Squid, but like they have like jaws. Oh wait, that's what squids are.
I have no idea.
Wait, it's like at the top though, not at the bottom.
I've never quite studied the anatomies of that mini boss.
These are the real questions we should be asking here. Also, yeah, just okay. I don't know. To me, that's just a really weird big key spot. It's like, yeah, push this block. Just seems kind of randomly placed.
Alright, so the boss of this dungeon, if you're familiar with Link to the Past, this is Mothula. Except this is a much more manageable version of Mothula.
Yeah, and also it's a functionable boss fight. And not, hey, let's just mess up the damage values.
Alright, not quite an optimal fight, but still okay.
Yeah.
Still manageable.
So now we have the sun.
The bright sun.
So,
That's actually a pretty decent T3, I'm not gonna lie. That's
yeah,
one
that
of my
was
better
really
ones.
nice.
Yeah, except for
So, yeah.
like Really, the only part that was bad was the boss.
Yeah.
Was it?
So what do we have now? We have dirt, we have time itself, and we have the sun.
Yeah.
We're
Elements, quote unquote.
yeah, we're gaining so much power here.
Yeah, so you notice that even with all the extra seed drops that we got from that dungeon, we still ended up with 0 seeds at the end.
Yeah.
Because it's like full usage of your Pegasus seeds, like your resources, is very important in this run.
Yeah. Yeah, the seed route is really tight in this run. Like, you'll see in Oracle of Ages, even then, like, the seed route's pretty tight, even when you get extra seeds. So, Oracles is definitely very resource heavy. in
Yeah,
terms of
exactly. And
management.
if you don't do that minip or a similar minip to actually get seed drops, like you enter that dungeon with 7 seeds typically, and you only use 7 seeds in that dungeon.
Yeah.
As opposed to the like 20 something we were able to use there.
Yeah, so even if you're not manipping, you're still going to be basically out of seeds.
Oh yeah, you want to leave Dungeon 3 with 0.
Yeah.
For sure.
And if you aren't, then you're not maximizing your usage of Pegasus seeds. So yeah,
I'd say
more
that's,
Ricky
like,
movement.
Yeah. I'd say that's, like, honestly, for anybody learning this game, I would say that's probably one of the more important things to learn, is just, like, learning how many seeds, or, like, how much resources you need at any one certain part of the run. So, like, for instance, right now, I know that 13 seeds is what I need, and I have 13. You know, it's, like, just stuff like that, like, just fundamentals.
Yeah. Also, we got
And,
fast
yeah.
travel now.
We do. We have Gale Seeds. This is Sunken Village, and Sunken Village is basically home to Gale Seeds, as well as where we find Dimitri. I also like how I inadvertently just basically threaten those kids to get away from the Dongo. Nice.
Yeah. Dimitri is the best animal buddy.
I agree.
I'm not open to any more questions here.
I was not planning to argue.
Okay. So now we're going to be solving a puzzle here and then getting a membership card? Or like a discount card or something? Because there's a guy who's making flippers and he's like, I'm not going to give them to you. You got to have this. So you need to swim over here and grab him.
Exclusive.
Yeah. So he's like trapped here though. But actually, to be fair, why would he give away his only way out?
I don't know. I really don't know.
'Cause now he's just stuck there. He can't swim. Because apparently you need flippers to swim in this world.
I mean, you need flippers to swim in most Zelda worlds, apparently. It's really strange. Unless, of course, you're running no major glitches in Link to the Past, or any glitch category in Link to the Past where fake flippers are possible.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna enter Subrosia again, and first things first, we're gonna go get the bomb flower over on the southern part of the map.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised it doesn't detonate given all this lava.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong bomb flower, I guess. But yeah, with some tight movement, we can actually make the jump that I did across there without having to stop to use another seed, which is nice.
Yeah.
And now we go to the Temple of Seasons, and the fastest way there is south and around.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna go get the
Season of summer.
Which season are we getting?
Summer.
Summer.
Yeah, summer.
Thank you. I get summer, and no, I think we have summer. We're getting fall.
Or
We're
wait,
getting
fall. Are we getting fall?
Fall.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting fall. We got summer to enter D3.
Right. Because you need summer for the plants to grow, and then you go in. Yeah.
Yep. And now we need fall to make the mushrooms movable in front of Dungeon 5.
Yeah. There it is, yeah. The mushrooms that for some reason are only liftable in fall.
So this run is doing the most optimal dungeon route as well. So we're doing Dungeon 5 before Dungeon 4, actually.
And that's for a good reason as well, because we're going to be doing a trick later that will allow for that to be possible. At least in an optimal sense, anyway.
Yep, it's because Dungeon 5 gives you the magnetic gloves, and the magnetic gloves make a trick called hide and seek skip possible. And for those of you who play this game, you might have an idea of what I mean by hide and seek.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. It's even more fun to skip.
Yeah, if you like sitting and poking trees and waiting for, like, how many minutes is it?
Some amount of minutes.
Yeah, just be my guest. Have fun playing hide and seek to get your feather back. It's so fun.
Alright, so we just refilled on seeds. That was weird. Refilled on seeds back at that tree.
Yeah, pretty much before and after every dungeon, we're going to be returning to that tree to refill on seeds.
Also, you'll notice that whenever I have that like super slow like transition from like in-game to white or vice versa, or rather from white to in-game, I'm trying to menu during that fade because it cancels the slow fade in to menu and it lets you move sooner. Lets everything else move sooner as well, which is used to our advantage, especially in 2D underground sections.
Yeah. So, welcome to D5. Do you like minecarts?
Unfortunately, these don't move quite as quickly as Minish Cap. And
yeah.
I took offense to the commentators trashing, just absolutely thrashing the minecart speed in the Oracle games. I was very... you're right. They're very slow. I fully agree. Anyway,
hey, but who doesn't like going like on a nice stroll in a minecart?
I think every speedrunner imaginable.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Also, do you like water? Because we got a lot of water too.
That P-hat was kind of an inhibitance.
Yeah, now we got the magnetic gloves. Who doesn't like the magnetic gloves? I feel like that's probably the best item in this game.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Skrillex, by the way. Here's some remixes.
Yeah. Also, fun little thing about the magnet gloves, you can also jump out of using them in midair. So you can do that to do some really cool jumps.
Yeah, that's a frame perfect trick as well. That's one that I will attempt in Dungeon 7. I think that's the only point where I do it now.
Yeah, with
Ooh, nice seed drop. Thanks, game.
Oh, very nice. With the magnet circle spinning wheel thing. So yeah, we have to open all these chests here.
Yep, you have to open them in the same order you killed the Armos Knights in.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yep.
Okay. You know, I actually never knew that. I just so happened to have that work.
Yeah, that's why I always take care to kill them in the same order every time. Otherwise, I'll forget the order I killed them in.
Fair enough.
Because I'm like that.
Fair enough. Also, yeah, you've been noticing that Tedra's actually been equipping and unequipping the power ring a lot. Yep. But it's like so quick that it's almost seamless.
Speaking of which, I'll be doing that right here, so keep an eye on it. Yeah, there it was. I unequipped it. Yeah, the menuing in itself in this game is super individualized between runners, just like every other Game Boy Color Zelda game. I think those are actually the only Zelda games that really do that, is they have everything, like nothing in your menu actually has a designated spot, like it does in Link to the Past, for instance. It's all movable, like everything is movable. You can put anything anywhere you want in the menu. And I think that's really cool for the speedrun, personally.
Yeah, and also you just saw there with the little wheel there, It lets you walk a little bit before jumping after not magnetizing to it. But yeah, and I guess to explain a little bit more, the magnet gloves have a north and a south pole to it. So basically every other usage of it will swap between north and south. And so you'll see sometimes the magnet gloves just being used for nothing, so you can set up for the next instance of using the magnet gloves.
Yep, exactly. Also, thank you for continuing to talk over whatever the hell that just was. I don't know what I just did.
Yeah.
That was that was not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was
Saber-toothed tiger.
Yes.
For some reason.
Yeah, you know, the famous Zelda saber-toothed tiger.
And wait, you didn't see that in Zelda 1?
Yeah, there are a notable few bosses and mini-bosses in this game that just don't make any sense and don't fit in with Zelda whatsoever, and that's one of them. Also, neat couple rooms here.
Yeah.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
Hey, so if you played Mega Man... Yeah, we got some conveyor belts. Yeah, have you?
Yeah, I've played Mega Man.
Yeah, so... Bet you love those conveyor belts and 2D sections. Going forward, almost every 2D section is going to feel like a Mega Man level.
Pretty much. Also, I love how every keys can join in like that corner of the room just to like meet me there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab both those hearts for safety because this boss. Wow. Okay, thanks, Keys.
Yeah.
Keys are not funny.
So this is Dig Dogger. Yeah. Very different than I think most people remember this boss.
It's coming back eventually. There we go. Nice one cycle.
Yeah, that boss can be really finicky, especially with how the mini Dig Doggers run around the room.
It really can be. That boss can get way out of hand very quickly.
Yeah. Now we have the power of fire.
One cycle is very, very good there, regardless. Like, I will always take a one cycle there, regardless
Yeah,
of how slow it
also,
is.
the spike ball does a full heart of damage, I'm pretty sure, which is like,
I think
so
you're
it's so
right.
easy to hit yourself with it.
Alright, so, upcoming is a trick that is kind of sort of double frame perfect, but not really. I'm pretty sure, like, I have an alt setup that actually makes the first frame window a 2-frame window, but I'm like 99% sure that subpixels are involved, but I'm not really one to care personally. I'll take my chances with the subpixels because, you know, having 2 double frame perfect tricks in this run is just like, you know, cool. So we're gonna do something called hide and seek skip here. The goal is to actually stand on the pit and clip into the rock far enough. Nope. See, okay, that was fine, but I think I got subpixeled.
Yeah, and so basically you want to get bomb boosted into it while using the magnet gloves, and then that'll put you up against the pit, and then you can immediately pick up the rock and then fall into the pit, and then you can just jump over. Which skips having to go through the northern entrance, which would normally trigger the hide and seek cutscene mini game thing.
Really now? Okay, I've had like 3 now that I thought were fine and apparently weren't.
Yeah. This trick is really hard. Oh, there it is.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, and you buffer that because who wants to do that whole setup and then miss it because of stupid stuff?
Yeah, I always try to turn around without buffering, but if I don't get it, like I'd rather miss to the side of short than long. So I always like try for it, but then if I don't get it, it's always short. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the idea. So ordinarily you're supposed to go around the other way and be forced to play a minigame with a couple of kind of like, I don't know, I guess
Assholes.
immature subversions. Well, I guess they're all immature or whatever. With some subversions where they steal your feather and you're supposed to get it back from them.
Yeah, and it's
However,
long.
we don't have time for that. It saves the route that does this saves about a minute or so.
Yeah. So now that we have our final season, the season of spring, we will be making our way over to the famous Dungeon 4 for its music. Because people just love the Dancing Dragon Dungeon's music.
Also, sorry, I was just making sure my menu was set there.
Yeah, as Teach said earlier, menu routing is really important, especially when it gets to, optimizing, mainly all the Game Boy Zelda games really, is just like having a menu route so that you can just quickly get through the menus, because, wasting a second here or there in the menu adds up really quickly over a ton of menus that go across, especially the Oracle games, which are, over an hour.
It really does add up. It adds up like a lot more than you realize. I think this run, I mean, these runs have like over 100 menus each, just to equip things. So I think LADX itself, I never counted.
Like 80 something.
Yeah, it's like 80 or 90-ish. Depending on somebody's menu route, can be up there.
Also,
right,
hey, it's the Blue Rooster that breaks the game.
Yeah, any percent, oh, please get the bananas, thank you. Any percent for this game entails, see that blue rooster there? I don't know why I'm pausing. That blue rooster there, doing a frame perfect glitch. I admittedly don't know much about the glitch itself, but all I know is that you perform a frame perfect glitch multiple times over.
And you duplicate the roosters.
Times to duplicate the roosters and despawn the barrier in front of Onox's castle. Sounds like a grand old time.
Yeah, who doesn't like spending minutes duplicating roosters? I think it's a fun time.
Someday, probably. Maybe.
Perhaps. Or you can learn linked any percent.
Could.
Which is basically just Oracle of Ages.
Yup. Also, shout outs to that flower for dropping 2 bomb drops right after I spent a bunch of bombs getting the hide and seek. So that's nice.
Yeah, running low on bombs because of hide and seek skip can be kind of annoying, so getting extra bombs is really nice. So now for probably the worst overworld sequence in my opinion. Ice physics, and then also these, oh wow.
These, pretty good spawns there.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible spawns. Usually they're like in your way.
Manipulated. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just lucky.
Definitely manipulated. Yeah, we're not manipulating at the moment. That's all luck right there.
Yeah, we're not manipulating until after Dungeon 6.
Yeah. A lot of bats.
Like I said, Ages has a lot more manipulation, but the manips that do occur in this run are a lot longer, typically.
Yeah, and what is that a visual glitch? Because I just saw like a top pixel of the water on that waterfall.
Might add something to do with the shaking.
That's so weird. So
welcome to what many consider to be the best music in the game.
Yeah, cat jams, get them out.
And although this is really good, I think the best music in the game is yet to come. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. So yeah, look at all these keys.
Yeah.
Think we're manipulating that?
So yeah, that's minutes. It's a minute room right there.
Yeah. We specifically manipulated the keys to get in our way. It's so fun.
A lot of people tell me they think this room is boring.
You know, like optimizing pots?
I think this room is really cool, actually.
Yeah, I like the movement.
I
It's
like
really cool.
I like the way like this room is done personally.
It,
Okay,
it
maybe
reminds
maybe
me of the tile room in LADX that a lot of people hate, but I
yeah.
like because I have a fun little movement that I do there.
Maybe really cool is an overstatement, but it's a lot more interesting than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
And I got a nice little spawn. Nice. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thank you, Zol. Yeah, oh yeah, I don't think we mentioned, but like enemy spawn locations are random.
Yes.
So basically, you could just get screwed over by an enemy spawn appearing like right in front of your face or whatever. Or sometimes you'll get really lucky and you can just, you know,
Ugh.
run past them. So yeah, this is the Mega Man room. Who doesn't like
Shout out
disappearing
Sticky
and appearing blocks like that? Don't worry, we'll have another Mega Man reference. And even more. It's so fun. Can you tell the Capcom's made this game yet?
Alright, so I am at 1 heart, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually get some safety here.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, not a bad idea. It's not the worst if you lose your potion here, but, you know,
Yeah, I'd
longer you
rather
can keep
save-
it, the better.
I'd rather save my potion for marathon safety for like Dungeon
yeah.
8.
Yeah, Dungeon 8 can be brutal.
Yeah.
And I guess even on D6 as well, the D6 boss can also be kind of rough.
Gotta make sure not to hit that switch on the way back. That's an embarrassing way to lose time.
Yeah.
Oh no! Nice.
Well, water.
And like a little extra text.
Yeah. If you dive there, you get the key text from diving. Because it's like
Nice.
getting it from a chest, which is annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get some
Seed.
fun jumps here. Also, yeah, just some nice seeds in those pots conveniently, since we're already starting to run low again. You know, it's actually just really convenient that just specific pots along the way just line up perfectly with our seed count.
Yeah, they do. Well, we plan for it a lot.
Yeah.
Like we definitely account for like what our where seeds are in the run, and it kind of seems that way. But in
Yeah,
reality,
also-
it's pretty planned for.
Also, those spikes are annoying. Why does that room exist?
I don't know.
Also, this is Discount Aghanim.
Yeah, Aghanim wannabe.
Yeah, he's got a red cloak. He's got his 3
0.5.
different versions.
0.5.
Yeah.
Oh, I went the wrong way there. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, even spinning like Aghanim after dying. This is just such a bland boss fight. Honestly, I think like the actual boss fights are good. It's just that the mini bosses are like they just kind of grabbed random ideas out of a bag and used them.
Now, I think the D7 mini boss is pretty well executed. for the
Oh
most part.
yeah.
And
Oh
we'll-
yeah,
we'll
that
get
boss
to-
is actually really good.
We'll get to that. The post-sisters are pretty cool.
Yeah. So now we got the slingshot. We're not upgrading it. We're just getting the slingshot here. Also, let's hope RNG works out in our favor later.
Yeah, so you just mentioned we do skip the upgrade to the hookshot. Where the hell am I going? I'm going
yeah,
the wrong way. Nice. Here we go. We're supposed to be going this way. It's not
Yeah.
that bad of a mistake. Whatever. We do that later.
Yeah. Alright.
I did waste a seed though, so I'm gonna need to
Account for
take
that.
that into account. Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, it shouldn't be that bad. Usually have an extra or two anyway. Here.
So yeah, now let's hope the keys don't get in the way.
Okay, good.
That was actually kind of close.
Yeah, not only do you need the keys not to get in your way, but you need to not hit them twice. You need to not hit the levers twice.
Yeah.
Also, that's a pretty tricky little jump, especially with the keys being right there.
Yeah. Also, get to dive in the eye of the skull. To get our... I almost said nightmare key. To get our big key.
Alright, now we get this. Here we
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna make the chest spawn first.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, that was close.
Ooh. Alright. And now time for... Or is it time for what I'm thinking of? Indeed. So now it's time for Wiz Robes. Oh, hello.
Hello.
What's up? Look at that.
This room can be kind of a pain depending on where the Wiz Robes spawn.
That was actually really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice spawns there. Worth noting, I did not unequip the ring, so we should be...
Oh. Let's hope we make that jump first try. Okay, cool. Very nice.
That jump is actually like a... It has a questionable frame window. It's sometimes I swear it's frame perfect, but sometimes it's a little bit more lenient. I think it's dependent on like subpixel, how exact you are between two like columns or rows.
Yeah. Hey,
Wait,
let's
say
go.
it-
Actually learned how to guard.
I was gonna say, isn't that jump like a couple pixel window or something?
Okay. Yo, what's up, Ice? By the way.
Not
What's
much.
up, Ice?
How is things going?
Great. This run's actually pretty okay so far,
Indeed.
especially for what it is.
All
How are
right,
you
we now
doing?
have the power of rain.
So we have another co-commentator here. By the way, I don't know if it's been updated on stream. I don't have it up, but we have X Ice Blue, who was supposed to commentate originally, and then I decided to sleep forever. Which, by the way, I'm still very sorry about. And
It's okay.
yeah,
He woke up to like at least 40 DMs.
Not exaggerating. Okay, maybe a little bit exaggerating. I'm not that popular, but still.
No, I just meant 40 from me.
DM's literally blowing up.
Also, we
For
got
not the
another
right
little
reasons.
keystone there.
Yeah, that keystone's gonna unlock one of the best areas in the game.
Yes.
And you're just gonna want to spam catch him there.
Indeed.
I did mention that the best music was yet to come, and we're going to hear it on this split.
Yeah. So we're gonna be going on a little quest to get some stones to unlock the gates to a castle. Also, oh hey, it's the old man.
It's a secret to me. Whoops, I don't know where
Secret
I'm
to
walking
me.
to. Alright, so this upcoming part is actually pretty comical.
Yeah, it's time for the most crazy boss in the entire game.
Yeah, so it's
Hardest boss too.
It's really funny how it's like how the exposition for this boss is, because it well, I guess for lack of a better word, it advertises it as a big fearsome beast, and then
You've heard of
come across
Moldorm.
Yeah, you come across its skeleton.
You've heard of
Right
Moldorm.
here.
Now get ready for mini Moldorm.
I
You're
love
like,
it
"Oh
how
God,
it plays
what's
the
gonna
boss
happen?" And then
music.
this thing happens.
I love how the boss music plays during that.
Yep. Game's got a sense of humor. These games both have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Alright,
Also,
here is
more
alright.
in the game.
Enjoy these jams.
First, we have to place the PlayStation symbols. There we go.
This is the Nintendo game. Oh yeah.
So in these woods, we're gonna we're gonna do a couple of things here. We have to go certain directions in the Lost Woods coming up here, and that's going to give us the Noble Sword, the level 2 sword, and then we're going to do another set of directions during different seasons to go north to enter the, the Garm Ruins, I think?
Tarm Ruins.
Yeah, Tarm
We're
Ruins,
in the
yeah.
Tarm Ruins right now. Like, these are the Tarm Ruins.
Yeah. Yeah, also, this is, now that we have all 4 seasons, the game's going to start throwing at us different puzzles and stuff that involve using the Rod of Seasons. So, normally, we're supposed to figure out this whole path through a whole sequence, but we're just gonna, we already know the path, so we're just gonna go through.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to do any of the trade sequence. You normally need to do an entire trade sequence up to getting the phonograph. And showing that to the windmill person. That's the best description I have for them. The windmill person is the one that gives you the phonograph. And you play the phonograph for the Deku Scrub at the beginning of this maze. And the Deku Scrub's supposed to tell you where to go to get the Noble Sword, but we just kind of do it anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna ruin things for you. Just like to point out, the path to the Noble Sword is, the 4 different seasons, and it's left, LLLL.
Oh no.
Please.
Ice, why? But yeah, so now we have the level 2 sword, which is really nice to have because it, 1, does more damage, and 2, breaks pots with the slash. And that can be really nice.
Yeah, saves
Also
a lot
this-
more time than you might think.
Yeah. And this ball and chain soldier is a pain.
Yeah, that ball and chain soldier ain't done yet, I can guarantee you. Well, actually, there's a very high chance that the ball and chain guard is not done yet. Okay, we might eat it here. Okay.
Took a hit
And,
there.
We're fine. We're fine.
Oh yeah, it can like hit the flower. It sucks. So now we got Eagle's Tower. I mean,
Kind of looks like it, actually. I never
Yeah.
made that connection.
So what you're saying is we're going to see Sans.
Yeah. Well,
are there any skeletons in here?
who invited this person here?
You.
Who invited X-Blue? X-Blue?
X-Blue.
Ice Blue.
It's okay, I have all the receipts showing TGH sending me the invite to the Discord and offering me the commentary position. It's fine.
I'm glad to have you here, for real, though.
Yeah, so as you can tell, we got a lot of Gibdos here. And they don't die fast. So that's also a reason why we have the level 2 sword here, is for when we have to kill high HP enemies. Because this is sort of where
Did Astra and TG go over how amazing the gloves are in this game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I, very, very, Skrillex remix. That's the best adjective I can come up with for it. So I only have 2 hearts. 1 heart. D6 is kind of beating up on me a little bit.
Also, this song, it's cool, but it also wears on the ears.
I mean, it's like 5 notes.
Yeah. It's like, I'd rather listen to the Z1 dungeon theme, honestly. How do you feel about this, Ice?
See you later, I gotta go.
I mean, this theme is, I just lost my health. So,
Fine.
that is the reason I wanted to keep my potion, because stuff like that could just happen.
Yeah, this is, like, where a major difficulty spike in the game comes in, where just stuff starts hitting like a truck, and stuff starts having a ton of HP. So yeah, we had the level 2 Boomerang now. Didn't need the level 1 Boomerang. This actually has... It's actually a pretty good Boomerang, honestly.
It
You kill
is, yeah,
Armos.
You can control it in the air as well. That's like the main feature of it. Whoops. There we gonna
Yeah.
get I don't know. Actually, I was like one of the best layouts in that room I've ever seen for the ropes.
Wow. Yeah. Those ropes can be really annoying. Also, the most annoying spike trap in the game. They're like, yep. We're just gonna place that, so you gotta basically dodge it immediately. So yeah, as you can see, the level 2 boomerang in action. Just being used for these little puzzles.
Yeah, being able to steer the boomerang is really nice.
Yep, as long as you're holding A, you can control it in the air.
Yeah.
And,
Or while holding the boomerang button.
Yeah, exactly. So,
So yeah. Got a fairy there. Now my favorite, run. They bait you in with money. Trap.
does it even? You know what? I never even like thought about this. Does it even give you any rupees for that?
I think it gives you
No.
one.
One,
That's
I
really
think.
funny. I'm not
So
surprised at that at
not
all.
only do you get scammed by a wall, you get scammed by the rupee too.
Oh, I don't have.
Power ring, yeah.
Wait, I think I was in a situation where this whole time I had the ring on and I didn't notice. No wonder I died so fast.
Yeah.
Like I had the ring on and then I just turned it. I just like unequipped it when I was trying to equip it. So that's really nice.
Okay, I
It's a
really
great
like
way to die.
these red tiles here. For some reason, they just look really nice.
All right, it's time for one of the best bosses in the franchise.
Oh my god! Don't remind me.
Oh boy. Hello, Vire. Hawks to you after hitting him. RNG.
Alright, that was a hit.
So
One
that
more.
was not a bad fight so far. Yeah, that was a pretty good fight.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, I'll take
this
that.
this boss. So take the enemy from Link's Awakening and make it a mini boss. That's already a mistake.
He's actually worse in Ages. Like he has a little bit
Yeah.
less health in this game than in Ages, which
Yeah.
is very.
Also, time for RNG.
Ooh, nice.
Wow,
Never mind.
okay.
That wasn't RNG. What are you talking about?
Fully planned, not
Fully
even close.
manipulated.
That was actually a 1 in 2 chance.
Yeah, for some reason they're like, all right, here's an empty room with 2 switches, and you're just supposed to step on one of them and hope it works.
Pretty much. That is exactly how that room is.
He's like, so Teach says that it's 1 in 2 chance, but really it's like 1 in like 250. Because when it's for all the Z2 runners out there, we know what a 50-50 is.
Yeah, Never Jar. Shout outs to Never Jar. Alright, so
Yeah.
here we have, speaking of Z1 bosses, more Z1 bosses, we have the re-envisioned Manhandla.
This boss still sucks.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm just trying to get, I'm basically just trying to get, like, okay, I'm apparently not trying to do that anymore. I was trying to get 2 hits on each pedal, or each head, before,
Start
okay.
speeding up.
That happened very fast. That works. It's actually pretty good. Any manhandle
Alright.
where you don't die is like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boss can be, especially to do aggressively. That boss can be very dangerous.
We have the power of wind.
Can't die to manhandle if you just turn the console off.
That is true.
That is true. But then you don't finish the run.
What run?
The retired Z1 runner.
I'd like to point out the night that I threw my cartridge across the room when I got my sub 29, it is still on the floor in that very spot.
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I have not picked it up since.
Also, yeah, you can just throw the boomerang through that corner.
Yeah, it's pretty neat actually. Alright, I'm gonna save this seed for
Also,
reasons.
best part of the game, Yar. You got pirates.
Alright, and manipulation as well. So this begins the final manip of the game for at least what I do. There's another one I could do, later at Onox's castle, but I usually I opt not to do that one.
Yeah, it's not needed.
This is also what I think is one of the most like ridiculous RNG manips, just because like how long you have to pull it and like what you have to do for it.
Yeah, so this manip lasts like all the way into quite a bit of the way into Dungeon 7.
Yeah.
You have to hit the switches in a certain order there.
You're also going to see Tej slash his sword like 8,300 times in Dungeon 7.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, a fun part of this manip is that when I talk to like this ghost, and he's like, get the treasure or whatever, and there's like a little skull in the corner of the map that's going to basically tell you where the treasure is, and so we manipulate it so it's the closest possible pit.
Yep, which is this one right here.
Yep. Then we can just get it, but it's broken. So we gotta repair it somehow. So now we gotta go to Sabrosia and find some blacksmiths to repair it, and then return it to the pirate captain, and he's like, oh, we can set sail again. And then, yeah.
All while getting some of the best music in the game.
Indeed. The pirates are the best part of this game.
Oh, also that seed that he just got was also manipulated too.
Yes. I will say that this game, between like ages and seasons, I actually greatly prefer Seasons soundtrack, like overall.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
know.
you don't
Ages has Moonlit Grotto. I don't know.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But at the same time, I actually like... So, a lot of people really like Dungeon 4's theme in Ages, and I am just not as big of a fan as a lot of other people are.
Dancing Dragon?
No, Skull Dungeon.
Oh,
in
Skull
Ages.
Dungeon. Oh.
Yeah,
No,
it's
Dancing
fine.
Dragon's fire. Like that.
I mean,
Honestly-
there's people who like Skull Dungeon, and there's people who like Crown Dungeon.
Hey, who doesn't like
Crown Dungeon's
D5
bomb.
soundtrack
Jeez.
in Ages?
Look, Crown Dungeon does exactly what it sets out to do. Okay, I will say that much.
Be not good?
Yes, precisely. But no, it sets the mood. It's a mood setter of a track.
Yeah,
You know?
sets the mood for the entire game. Ugh! What is
It's
this
well-
garbage?
It's well composed.
Well composed.
By that I mean well decomposed.
Alright, it's time for the best sequence in this game.
Yo, you said you like Sea of No Return from Oracle of
Yeah.
Ages? Well,
This game
it's
also
coming
has
right
that
back.
This game also has that song. Check it out.
And we're setting sail. What Zelda games can you
Cat
say
Jams,
you can
please,
set
Cat Jam.
sail with pirates? Yar.
Yeah, so like I think it's like the 5th or 6th room or something in Dungeon 7 has a pattern, or it has Wiz Robes in it, basically. The main time save from the manip that we're doing here, at least in Dungeon 7, as far as Dungeon 7 itself is concerned, is we're going to get all those Wiz Robes in one single spin slash. And then we're going to do something called post-skip, which involves some pretty tight movement and a well-timed menu to let us move a little bit sooner than we're supposed to upon the room like darkening, or like, settling into like layers of darkness from candles going out, which pauses you normally, but you can pause yourself, open up your inventory, that is, to move a little bit sooner. And once we actually get out of there, we are going to we're continuing the manip in order to have the Armos Knights in the room where, like, so there's a room with a bunch of Armos Knights, and there's only one that isn't going to try to kill you, that you can move. We're manipulating for that particular Armos Knight to be the closest one to the switch.
Yeah, and if you don't manipulate that one, that room can be a nightmare because you have, 9 Armos you have to go through? Yeah. And they can just be really annoying because they also take forever to kill.
Yeah.
So you're basically just... It's a mad dash to just find the right one, then figure out how to push it, and it's like, just manipulate it.
It's
Also
usually almost always the last one you check.
Alright, I need to listen for a sword pattern here. All right, we got it.
Alright, cool. Honestly, D7's probably my favorite dungeon in terms of overall design. Like the colors. I think the music's pretty good.
I love this dungeon.
Yeah. And then you
This
get
dungeon's
the
really good, yeah.
then you get the best item in the game in my opinion. The Rock's Cape.
Slash 3 times. And they're all just going to be right here. There we go.
So yeah, those who have just gone in, the fast slashing is basically to manipulate the RNG so that we, you know, are rolling RNG enough times so that we are able to get the same.
Put in here. Just to let you know. Good.
Nice. Yeah, that's a really tight room. Like, even if you were, like, maybe a pixel too far left, that's it. You're done. And it's very easy to accidentally clip into the lamp and miss the staircase.
Alright, and as an added bonus as well, these seed drops are they're forced as well.
Yeah.
Those are not RNG, those are always there. But this room right here is a little bit of an added bonus for the MIP. I know exactly what these keys are gonna do, so I don't have to like equip sword to kill them or pull some matrix crap to avoid them.
Yeah, because really they're meant to like knock you off of the platform, and it sucks.
Tricky little jumps here. I think you're supposed to have the rock escape for these jumps.
Because they're like, hey, how do you make these jumps around these corners? Just use the rock's cape. Also, worst enemies in the game here. These little field magnet things.
Those can be tough to deal with.
Yeah. Also, a tight little jump there off the platform. Really nice.
Let's see what RNG we get here. This one is not manipulated, however. Okay, that's not that bad.
Not that bad, yeah. It's one of the better ones, honestly. Could be worse. It could be literally the last one you check.
That's never happened before.
Certainly not.
Nope.
Alright, so, the mini boss of this dungeon are the Post Sisters, which we mentioned briefly earlier. So there are supposed to be 2 of them. We skipped the first one with Post Skip, hence the name. But that's the second one. The first one's supposed to move in like straight lines towards you, and the second one moves in circles. Or the red one moves in circles.
Yeah.
But we were able to one-cycle that one, which is really nice. Alright,
yeah,
so I'm about to try a frame-perfect trick here to... Nope, I failed it once. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really tough.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, it's similar to something like a hookshot jump in Link's Awakening, where you basically jump out of using an item like that. And then here's also another tight jump. I'm making a 3-tile wide jump. That's supposed to be, you know, your exit from using the Rock's Cape, but yeah. So now we have the Rock's Cape. It's basically a double jump. And as you can see, just flying through the stage, literally. It's great.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite dungeon of the speedrun, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't use one. There we go.
Yeah, and then also just like the combination of Rock's Cape and Pegasus Siege just feels so good to use. Another force.
I ran out of seed like just before the jump. Oh.
Yeah, darn.
Yeah, those Moldworms kind of... They were a bit evasive at the end there. It's hard to make that speed last all the way there.
Here's our lamp and our sword Poe fight.
Yeah, so the idea is to not let them blow out the candles all the way.
Yeah, because the whole gimmick is essentially if the lamps run out, you get sent to the beginning of the dungeon, and that was what we skipped earlier. So now, time for stairs, which is like, it reminds me a lot of the end of Ages in the Black Tower.
Oh yeah, Varan's
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Tower, yeah.
Grab extra seeds there. Some cool looking jumps here.
Yeah,
Soon. Not these, the ones on this screen.
yeah.
Have to hit these buttons in order. There we go.
1, 2, 3.
Also, something I just did right there, something I've been doing pretty much throughout the run, but might have been a little tough to notice, is when your seed runs out, you can actually jump just before your seed runs out to prolong the seed speed that you have, which is nice and can be beneficial at times. Oh, that's... Okay.
Also,
Alright.
yeah, some really cool pit manipulation there, where you're just sort of walking across the pits before falling so that you can make it to the other side without having to do a whole trampoline portion.
Yeah, that's actually really consistent. It happens pretty much every time with no problem.
Yeah, so nice ferry
God,
location
again.
there. Oh, these Wiz
That's really
Robes.
unlucky.
Yeah, this is what we mean by
Okay, Z1
Sure.
runners, rejoice. Welcome to Gliok.
hey, Gliak only has 2 heads this time.
Yeah, it's Dungeon 4.
Oh, and then the skeleton of Gliak is also there apparently.
Sometimes I skip that heart container. Not today. Not with no potion.
Yeah, no potion.
Not with no potion, and with D8 coming up. So, do one of you want to explain what D8 entails? Oh, by the way, take a good look at that. That.
By the way,
essence.
that essence is called the Seed of Life.
Yes, we cannot make this up.
No pun intended, I swear.
Devs may or may not have been having a chuckle during that.
So D8, so you like ice?
I like ice. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
I like ice.
Hold on.
Alright. But do you like ice physics?
What's wrong with my physics?
Do you like walking on ice?
Hey, whoa. Don't bring my personal life into this.
Thank you, ice.
So this jumper here, we're actually supposed to make it fall in order to be able to make it across here. But wow, that was actually closer than I imagined. But yeah, with a nicely twisted little jump there, we can make it with just a jump without having to change the season.
So Dungeon 8. Dungeon 8 has a very, very large skip in it. And we call it the HSS skip, which stands for Hyper Slingshot skip. Typically, you're supposed to go through the entire dungeon and you have to like do a bunch of junk, and you have to pick up the Hyper Slingshot, which fires 3 seeds and 2 diagonals, 1 forward. And we have to use that to like do a bunch of crap in this dungeon, but we're going to utilize a double frame perfect and pixel perfect and subpixel perfect trick to jump over a 6 tile gap.
Oh god, I don't even know how big the gap is.
Yeah, we're
It's
gonna
wide enough.
Yeah, it's a double frame perfect, pixel perfect, subpixel perfect jump with a bomb setup, and we're gonna jump over this entire gap, and it's gonna skip like 70% of the dungeon.
Yeah. Also, we just committed an entire climate disaster by activating a volcano.
Oh wait, what? Oh, there we go. Whoops. Yeah, eco-terrorism. Cool.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Even
Anyway.
intentional.
What are you talking about? This is just what Louisiana looks like on a daily basis. Some days it's like cold, and then the next day it's like literal fire.
A really cool jump here if I can pull it off.
Yeah.
There we go.
Really nice.
So there's a puzzle there. We opted not to do it.
Who needs to do puzzles?
The
Let's
rockscape
just
is
be
pretty cool.
fast. Yeah. Also, hello, Keys. Alright, so also fun thing about D8 is that it is in Subrosia.
Yes. Plot twist, I think.
or
Yeah,
something.
the Maku tree says it's somewhere in Holodrum. Saving quitting there for reasons.
Yeah.
Or saving and not quitting, but you know,
Yeah, so
just saving.
coming up is, as mentioned before, Hyper Slingshot Skip, and it is double frame perfect, and you have to jump a very wide gap, and if you fall, because you're doing a bomb boost, and if you miss it, you take the bomb damage plus the fall damage, plus, you know, setting up your subpixel with another fall, so you're going to be running out of health really fast if you mess it up. So a safety save there is really nice.
So we line up the subpixel to be perfect by lining up on this wall coming up here, and we're going to fall into the pit, and that's going to set up our perfect subpixel. And then he's going to walk to a very specific pixel here. He's going to seed, pull out a bomb and a cape, and it's going to be perfect timing.
Yeah, and buffering in this game is really hard.
A frame late. Yeah, there's a frame late on the second one.
Yeah, so now we gotta wait for the seed to run out.
That's a frame late again. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
as you-
trick is a run killer and a half.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, as you can see, it's just so much health is lost.
Yeah, from the bomb blast and falling into the pit.
Yeah. Can be really rough.
Got it.
There we
that
go.
time. There we go.
Nice.
Third
Alright,
try. Third try
that
is not bad.
Yeah. Also, always remember to activate the
Switch?
the switch. Yes, the switch
Yeah.
for the bridge. There it is. That's the word I was trying to use. For the bridge.
Yeah.
Because if you fall or whatever, or die, you have to do the trick again. And that's
Yeah,
Not
nobody
fun.
would ever do that, especially not me.
Yeah. There's no way I've ever seen TGH die in this dungeon and
Yeah, no,
have to do
never.
the trick over.
No one's ever died in this dungeon.
no,
No one's ever died in this video game.
never.
Okay, so I do need to be a little bit careful with my health. If need be, I'll equip Feather or Sword to protect myself against
So
well,
this
everything
room
that comes
is a little weird. It has like what, 4 or 5 different patterns it could choose.
4, I believe.
Yeah, so four different patterns. And basically, like once you see like the first couple of tiles, you'll know like which direction you have to go in, essentially. But we need to get that key there.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be throwing these ice crystals into pits to basically deactivate or freeze the lava or like cool it off so that we can now walk onto the basically rock, which is really nice. Igneous, indeed.
Igneous.
We're gonna walk on the hot magma.
Reminders of or memories of 7th grade science class.
Also, fun
Igneous
fact:
rocks.
the fire bats actually make an appearance here, coming out of those pits. Do they appear literally anywhere else here in this
I
game?
know they appear in Ages, D4.
Yeah.
in Ages, but
Oh yeah,
All
here.
and since I used quite a few bombs on HSS, I'm gonna pick up some extras here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna equip Feather. Excuse me, sir. Oh, hello, Fire Keys. You were just mentioning Fire Keys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one just flew in my face. Very nice.
Alrighty. Now back to the taking the ice into the pits.
Yeah, we have that cart set up to receive us when we come back. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey, question for you, Teach. Do you remember the lyrics for this dungeon?
Oh my god. I do, but I'm not going to repeat them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to either.
Yeah.
Not.
Oh,
not
yeah,
for,
this
not for a
music.
charity marathon.
Gotta love this music. It loops so well. It's about
It does.
all I can say about it.
This theme actually is composed extremely well. Like, it actually really makes you think about fire and ice, and that's exactly what the themes of the dungeon are, as it turns out.
Yeah.
So,
The secret lyrics for every dungeon is just bruh, 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 bruh.
bruh, bruh, bruh. Alright, let's
I actually kind of like
Focus
this boss
for-
fight.
the most Zelda-like of boss fights right here. You have every other boss is some very, very good interpretation of a Zelda 1 boss, and then you just have, the famous Zelda Medusa head. Because why the hell not?
It's a
I think
cool
they
boss.
stopped trying at this point.
I think they're like, okay, how do we make references to the franchise? How about we just make Medusa and we're just gonna make it the most effect-filled fight in the game?
Yeah,
Like,
it looks
who
like the
doesn't-
same. It looks like the same Medusa from Friday the 13th from the NES.
I never made that connection. Did Capcom make that?
No, I'm just joking.
No, I'm actually legit curious. Did Capcom make that?
What, Friday the 13th? No, I don't think so.
Wasn't that like an LJN game or something? I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
It is an LJN.
Ooh, got him.
Oh. I don't know, it's hard to keep track because Capcom made a lot of games back then.
Alright, so the final order of business here, or one of the final orders of business, is to go back and see the Maku tree and get the Seed of Life. Or,
We
excuse me, not
we
the Seed of
never
Life.
forget the Maku seed. Never.
Never. Also, you
Not the
can
Seed of
see
Life. We're not
he's
getting
a
the Seed
very
of Life
big
again.
tree now.
By the way, if you happened to not see the Seed of Life when we got it at the end of the Dungeon 7, you're gonna get another view at it. Another nice view of it.
In all
coming
in
up
all
here.
its glowing majesty.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to that little ruins area, but this time we're gonna go to the left and go to Onox's castle.
Yep.
Or fortress. Whatever it is, it's... Onox resides there. His base of operations. And ooh, Game Boy Color effects.
I mean, these graphics look kind of better than PlayStation
there-
5.
There
Hey,
it is in
there's
the
Seed of
lower
Life.
left. Oh, it wasn't the lower left.
How do
Sorry,
you not
I'm-
look
I'm
at that?
I'm
and, like,
immature, okay? I'm sorry.
no, I think that was on
What?
purpose. You cannot tell me otherwise.
I mean, it's Capcom, for God's sakes.
Alright, so here, Twinrova tells you something. The hour of darkness is upon us, or something. That's paraphrased. But, I forget what they say in English. Alright, so Onox's castle is basically just a gauntlet. It's a 3-room gauntlet leading up to the final boss fight, which has a couple of phases itself. Not quite.
So first we have Wiz Robe room. It's fun. Then we have hands and dark nuts. Then we have the return of everyone's favorite boss.
It's
back
the
with
main
a
character
vengeance.
from Nickelodeon.
And no troll. Thank you, Facade.
Nice.
Alright, that works.
So time for the Onyx fight.
So yeah, 2 phases to this, phase. So you need to spin slash with the ring, mind you, with the L2 power ring. Slash or spin slash 6 times to hit him. He can do a bunch of different things. He can bring down I don't know, rock rain.
Yeah,
I guess you can
also
call it.
can do tornadoes and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he
But-
brings Din over to try to make it so you take damage. You actually have to like hit him away, but you can just use Din to get double spins. And now time to fight Sigma.
So Traffic Cone evolves into this dragon.
Yeah, dragon that just fights like Sigma.
Wait.
Also, time is coming up when the text box shows up.
Yeah.
And time.
Time, GG's.
Time right there.
GG's.
GG.
GG. That was actually not a bad marathon run.
Yeah, that was
I think.
solid.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever run that in a marathon, so I'm actually pretty
That's
happy
a
with that.
1:39:05 on a restream. GG.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
honestly a sub 140 for a marathon
Yeah.
run's pretty good.
Awesome. Congratulations, TGH. I hope you had a fun time, no matter what happened earlier.
Thank you. I'm just glad I didn't go overestimate because that would have been awful after what I did earlier.
Hey, you stayed underestimate.
I did.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Beautiful.
did.
He also set a
plenty of
PB. He also set a PB for oversleep percent.
Wow.
Wow, that's a deep cut right
No,
there.
I'll own it. I'll own it. Yeah. I'll own it.
That wasn't a bad one though. I gotta admit.
Let's get the marathon. Let's keep the marathon moving. But yeah, thank you very much for having me and for having Ice and Astra as well, having us in general. And it's been a pleasure.
Indeed.
And y'all are awesome. Keep raising money. I'll be making a donation very soon as well. So
Thank you so much to all three
Absolutely.
of you. It was a blast. And with that, we're gonna go back to the break screen and we're gonna be back on really soon with Ocarina of Time and Nale and all dungeons, no SRM. Stay tuned, everybody. We're gonna be right back.